Hello again, everyone. Saki here, and welcome back to another episode of Planet Zoo. And when we last left off, we completed our bronze objectives, getting the shop profit 11,000, placing the 5 Indian elephants, and 90% cleanliness for all habitat lakes. And we are working on our silver. The shop profit is done, and the average happiness of guests is done. Working on the escaped animals, we're about halfway there, and we need to build a habitat around the Bengal Temple and the Bengal Temple habitat. All right, facility having negative impact on guests. All right, so that is a water treatment plant. Let's see if we can reduce that footprint a bit. Let's go ahead and look for a shell and see if we can sort of enclose this a bit, maybe put some more plants around. All right, so that is maximum scenery rating and the maximum reduced negative area. Let's take a look on negative impact on guests, and that did do wonders for sure. They would have to walk right along this path, and that is fine. What I've done is I've also, in the meantime, placed our Indian peafowl back in the exhibit with the oldest child. I'm doing a sort of experiment to see, will our animals age up in the animal trading facility, or do they actually need to be in an exhibit in order to age up? Either way, we're going to be slowly releasing these Indian peafowl back to the wild until we have no Indian peafowl left. And Baird's tapir is probably in the same amount of shape. We've got 2 females and 1 male, so they're just a little bit of a dirty birdie. Let's go ahead and call a keeper and get that cleaned up. We still haven't placed down a research center and workshop, haven't needed to have either one of those yet. And all the disease from the Indian peafowl, they should be in our animal trading center, so that should not be too awful bad. All right, let's go ahead and start working on our Bengal tiger exhibit. We need to build a habitat for the Bengal Temple for our Bengal tiger. Now, we don't have a Bengal tiger yet. Let's go ahead and sort by the species, reset all filters, and find the cheapest Bengal tiger. 409, 383, 5,900. We'll go ahead and adopt, we'll go ahead and adopt our Nav. All right, sweet. So we have a Bengal tiger. Let's go ahead and look at the Zoopedia to see what the Bengal tiger needs. 1 is fine, so that's what we'll roll with for now. We don't have enough to get a second Bengal tiger. They need 7,589 feet with a grade 3 climb-proof fence over 10 feet. So let's edit this barrier. And that's a 16-foot tall barrier. That should be fine. And then we need to meet it up with this 13-foot tall barrier. And it's kind of weird because this actually isn't connected. It looks like it goes through here, and I don't know, perhaps our tiger might be able to walk through here. We'll complete the exhibit walls and go from there. Let's make sure we have enough power for our electric fencing. We do have some power starting here and here. So I don't know if that means that this, what in the gravy is going on here? Anywho, I don't know if this area needs to be powered as well, or if, say, this section of fence will be without power, or if the whole fence will be powered as long as part of it is in the enclosure. So we'll go ahead and start placing that electric fence and then see exactly how much space this gives us. So I'll go ahead and do this and be right back. All right, Bengal tiger coming down. Booyah. So now all we need to do is capture all escaped animals for the next 6 months. Let's make sure our Bengal tiger is nice and happy in here.
Apparently, a Bengal tiger has just come into our possession. Rescued, obviously, from poachers? Yeah, we'll say poachers. It's in a bit of a bad way, but, you know, a tiger's a tiger. Stick it in the zoo, would you?
Okay, so we got another Bengal tiger, so we got a male. Is this a female? No, it's a male. So how about this? This Bengal tiger is 6234, and this is 5906. Yeah, it's a reward. They would fight like crazy. So can I Release to the wild. No. What we can do is release this other Bengal tiger back into the wild, get some of our conservation credits back, since we already fulfilled that objective anyway. Wind turbine back here would definitely cover this area. We'll do something like this. And then we'll make a staff path to it. Like so. All right, so those education items should now be receiving power. Let's take a look at the negative impact on guests. Yeah, and it's far enough out of the way that no one seems to bother. So now let's get our work zone set up. Mechanics East. Yeah, let's do Mechanics East as well. So now those that turbine will be serviced. And we're just sort of waiting on this silver medal to pop. We've got 2 more months to go until we reach the silver medal. Then we can start tackling the goal. So I will go ahead and just be on cruise control for a bit while these escaped animals things tick down. And I will see you for our silver medal. All right, silver medal acquired.
Congratulations. The new tiger habitat looks wonderful. And the number of animal escapes are way down. Excellent work. I do find that customers are so much happier when they're not running away from an apex predator. Plus, they're more likely to buy things. And isn't that what zoos are all about?
Isn't that lovely?
I found those bears I was talking about.
All right, so we've got bears. Right now, we're powering everything in the zoo with renewable energy for 12 months. And we're already at 7.5 months in where everything was on renewable energy, so that is ticking up. We need to house 4 different species in a single habitat and increase overall welfare to 80%. Place the 2 Himalayan brown bears and adopt and place rescue animals found in the rewards. These will be made available every few months, so we have some rescue animals. There are our Himalayan black bears. Let's go ahead and do the Zoopedia. So they don't need any water, thankfully, and they don't need any climbing requirements. We can modify the temperature there. We just need grade 4 climb proof over 6 feet and 6,000 square feet, and they are fine by themselves. So that should be a fairly easy thing to do. We can also look and see about our exhibits and see who can share some places. We need 4 different species in a single habitat with 80% welfare and also earning the yearly shop profit of $15,000. We're at 13.8. So if we have a good year, and we'll see here in a few days whether or not this particular year was over 15,000 or not. It's the 26th of December. Disease is now life-threatening. Well, then call a vet. What are you doing? I wish we could get rid of all of our peafowls, that is for sure. Well, if it kicks a bucket, that's not going to be too awful bad. There we go. So there is our shop profit of 15K ticked off. We're 3 months away from the renewable energy. So 4 different species in a single habitat. So let me go ahead and take a look at our animals here and see if there are any exhibits that we can put down where some animals can share some space. So I will be right back. So Springbok is going to be the name of the game. We already have an enclosure here for the Springbok, and looking at the Zoopedia, that's everything on the plains of Africa. Zebras, buffaloes, warthogs, you name it, we can put it in here. So without further ado, let's go ahead to the animal trading facility. As far as the zebra goes, can the zebra live on their own? Nope, they need 3 to 6. All right, let's take a look then at the warthog. Can the warthog live on its own? Yes, don't need any of those peafowl. There's our Himalayan bears, Gemsbok, Galapagos turtle, Formosan bear, Bengal tiger. We can get the buffalo. Now the buffalo needs 3 to 5 as well. So what I'm thinking is we have a lot of space back here, and it almost looks like this is meant to be extended. So what I'll do is I will break this wall down and continue building this wall out, like all the way around here, like so, and get a lot of walking space in, and then start slowly and surely bringing in animals. So let me knock this wall down, get the path around. Let's see our power situation. We might be able to put a wind turbine in the corner. That way we can get any education items that we need up here as well. And then maybe even run the path right over the top of this so that folks can look down on the inside from up top. Just push this wall back to about right here. And this would be a lot of extra room for sure. So I'll go ahead and start revamping this wall, get it right out to the edge, and start bringing in some more animals. All right, so this answers my question. Our Nav, the Indian peafowl, is about to mature. That's the baby that we put in here by himself just to see what would happen. The others have not aged at all. They're still 2.2 years old. So it looks like we have to put in these Indian peafowl one at a time in order to slowly and surely cull the population, as it were. But as we left off, the African buffalo is in transit to our new area. I extended the wall out to here, and what we can do is bring this path right over the top, say like right up here, maybe elevated a bit so people can look down on the inside, and just waiting for those buffalo to pop in, and then we can see exactly how happy the buffalo will be here. We'll start getting that interspecies bonus as well. Hey, there's some good social. They need another adult, and they need some water. 323 square feet of water. Can we do something, say right here, and place some water? It says it's obstructed. And unfortunately, we don't have any terrain deformation tools. It's, you know, they're at 91%. We can increase that terrain up a bit by painting some more long grass and getting rid of some of this short grass. And we'll see how angry it makes them that there is no swimming area. But they like their terrain. Overall, they're at 96% welfare. So, I mean, they should be fairly happy. How's their enrichment? Yeah, they have all their enrichment items. So we've got the new male springbok. We've got some African buffalo. So that is going to be good for those interspecies bonus. We can also put down ostriches, warthogs, zebras, sable antelopes, and springboks. And in here we have pronghorn antelopes, springboks, and African buffalo. All right, so let's see if we have, there's sable antelope, so we can bring in a few of those. Looking at the sable antelope, one is fine. All right, so we'll do that. We'll bring in one sable antelope. The 1246 sable antelope, adopt, and send the sable antelope to the zoo. And then the plains zebra needs 3, but we can adopt 2 and bring them in. And that should be our 4 different species in this enclosure. And then as long as all of their welfare is over 80%, we'll be fine. All right, so if people wanted to take the long walk over, they can. We need to place 2 Himalayan black bears and 5 rescue animals. All right, so there is our Himalayan black bears. So we need to set up a brand new place for the Himalayan black bears because I don't believe that they can share space with anybody. Let me just take a look-see. No. All right, so what I'll do is I will see if maybe perhaps I can finagle some black bears, say, back here. Ooh, that might not be too bad. Shoot a path around here, then link it up around the back. Yeah, we could do that. Do they need any water? No. They just need land. All right, sweet. So what I'll do is I will extend this pedestrian walkway like right around the back here. Like so, maybe like a reverse heart shape. Yeah, we don't need this. Yeah, that's just like a decrepit door. Oh, but that's part of a barrier, so we won't destroy it. But what we'll do is we'll connect this path up. And would this work as a Himalayan black bear? Yeah, if we put water down in here. Okay. So I didn't see this. But that's cool. That could work for something. But, I mean, we've already got our heart set. So I'll run the path around this backside here. This will be the Himalayan black bear enclosure. And then we should be all set. So I will be right back. All right, Himalayan bears on their way. What I've done is I've put an electric fence connected up to the back of the Gariel exhibit and just basically ran an elevated path all around the outside here. So now let's make sure that our bears are nice and happy. We need some hard shelter. We need to get rid of all long grass. We need more soil, a lot more snow, a lot less sand. Okay, so we need to get some snow up in here. So let's go ahead and put down some coolers. All right, if we look at the Zoopedia, negative 10 to 22. So what that's going to do is definitely cooling. And we've got some power right over here that will help facilitate this. Let's go to negative 2 degrees Celsius and just duplicate those a few times here. And then we'll paint some snow. And we also got a plant that we can remove. There we go. All right, let's add some snow. Yeah, big brush. Okay, so that's getting rid of the soil. And we have too much long grass as well. Yeah, let's just cover all of this in snow, get a nice starting point. Once these coolers kick in, and then we'll be able to refine it from there. All right, go ahead and play. There's the 2 Himalayan bears to place. And now we've got 5 rescue animals to place, and we are 1 month away from the renewable energy. So when I put down that power station, it sort of reset the timer, which is not good. Yeah, there we go. It's taken a long time, but the temperature is decreasing, and we will get all of our snow in here. So bear with me for a minute. Bear with me. And we have too much rock. That will go away when the snow comes in, but we're just waiting on those coolers to do their work. Awesome. There we go. So coolers have came in. We might need another one right over here, so we'll duplicate that and put that right there. And now let's work on some hard shelter for our bears. Yeah, 74%. Let's find us a nice hard shelter. And let's go with will the 8x8x4 work? Yeah, 8x8x4 works just fine. So plenty of space. Now we need some plant coverage. That's going to be Asian tundra and taiga. So we'll keep on Asia, but then go tundra taiga. All right. Yeah, those didn't seem to do much of anything. How about we've got Himalayan pines. That works a little bit. Big Himalayan pine? That's a lot more coverage. Yeah, if we just make a row of Himalayan pine there, that will be their plant coverage done. Now let's work on their enrichment items for Himalayan. All right, species Himalayan brown bear. So we know a block of frozen fruit, and that's 10 out of 20, and we've got the block of ice. Okay, so whoops. So we've got frozen block fruit, and we've got block of ice. So we haven't researched quite a lot from the black bear, so that's a little bit of enrichment item for him, 49%. Now, of course, we'll finish up with some food and water. So put a water over there, food tray large over here. And then we'll work on our education speakers for Himalayan brown bear. Sweet. So as they walk around, they will get to learn all about the bear. Yeah, and if they want to stop up here by the donation bin.
We've just got some ring-tailed lemurs, which were... Oh, let's go with rescued from someone's house for these. Yeah. Go on, find somewhere in the zoo for them.
All right, ring-tailed lemurs. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the ring-tailed lemurs need and require. We'll make a go of it. All right, so that doesn't have power. Still no power. Where does our power end? Oh man, we are completely powerless. Okay, so what we'll do, just for the time being then, I really hate to reset that timer. Let's see if it does. No, I think we're fine. I don't want to reset that timer. We're already one quarter of the way there, and it's a slow burn. So we'll wait on that. And now we've got ring-tailed lemurs. All right, they share with the red ruffed lemur. They need 2,200 feet square and 215 climbable. Can they sit in with the mandrills, I wonder? Because we already have like a mandrill setup, and that would be really cool if we could put like our climbers with our other climbers. So I'll go ahead and experiment with that. I'll find our exhibit for the mandrills and see if we can place these ring-tailed lemurs. All right, ring-tailed lemurs placed in the mandrill pit, and this is pretty good. Aside from the enrichment items, which they need a little bit more toy, let's see if we can put them down. Let's go enrichment and ring-tailed lemurs and see if there's anything different that they can use. A small colorful ball. There's 84. They already got a sprinkler. How about an ice ball? That's 84. And they already got their barrel feeder and sprinkler, so that improves their welfare quite a bit. So yeah, the ring-tailed lemurs were a shoo-in for the mandrill pit. Yeah, zookeepers are not keeping up with the cleanliness of this place, so we've got some disease running around the African pit. Little bit too late there. Reporting incident. Yeah, Kelly's going to have to report a big incident, because now we've got sick animals running around. But at any rate, we're continuing on. We're halfway through keeping on powering the zoo with renewable energy, 6 months out of 12, and we only need to place 2 more rescue animals for the gold.
A couple of more pet rescues for you. Nile
All
monitors.
right.
You know, it's weird, but there's something
Nile
about
monitors.
cold-blooded reptiles I find oddly relatable.
Yep, cold-blooded reptile indeed. Now, I don't think we've ever built a place with Nile monitors, but I'm thinking maybe the Gariel would share some space. I mean, it would be vicious, but we only need to place 2 more rescue animals, and we have 2 Nile monitors. Okay. So Nile monitors are not Nile crocodiles. All right, so let's look at it here and see. Can we look at the Zoopedia? All right, hold on. Is the Nile monitor an exhibit? No, it needs 3,000 feet of space and 800 feet of water with a grade 2 fence. So I'm thinking, how about that little place right by, no, not our anteaters, it was the, the place by our Himalayan bear, because there was that entryway right here, and if this is an exhibit, 55,000 feet and 18,000 space of water, that would be easy to place down those 2 Nile monitors in here. I mean, they would have more than enough space. Yeah, let's send to the zoo and put in that empty habitat there. And that's going to be easy peasy, and we are just a little bit away, because that will be our last rescue animal, and then we've just got 1.5 months to stay on wind power. So yeah, I believe we're almost done, so I will be right back. All right, there's our 5 out of 5. And now we're just 2 weeks away from powering everything with portable energy. So yeah, let's just pause it here, make sure everything is good. Yeah, plenty. They need a little bit more rock. We can do that. Terrain, let's do some smooth rock. Yeah, like that. As far as plants go, they're good. As far as enrichment goes, let's do Nile monitor here. Nile monitor. All right, so they got themselves a sprinkler. That's 50 out of 61. They could use a small ball, but not too awful much. They would need some food. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Let's go with food and water. Let's do a large food tray over here. Let's do a water pipe over here. And now the Nile monitors are good, and we are just a little bit away from our gold medal. All right, everyone, gold medal incoming. Nice.
Goodness.
Indian elephant was the most
This
popular.
is like a proper zoo now. The power's not turning off every 5 minutes. It's got clean running water. Honestly,
I did that on day one, guy.
Most of the properties I rent out back in London. Although they do have more animals, specifically rats.
Right.
Yes, these zoos are doing wonders for the Myers brand. Oh, and you'll never guess who visited. You remember Bernard? His daughter.
I remember Bernard.
What's her name, Goodwin? Emma, that's it. Sorry I didn't bring her around to meet you, but she was in a bit of a hurry. Just a flying visit. But she was
kick her
very
out of a
impressed
plane?
with everything I have achieved with these zoos. She
Yes,
said
you've done
they
everything.
Honored the memory of her father. Although she also said not to contact her to confirm that. Anyway, pack your bags. No, I'm not firing you. Yet. You're going to Brazil.
Brazil. Oh, that's interesting. So we will get into that in the next episode, everyone. But that is Myers Animal Entertainment Park done. And that one was a little bit easier than the last one. But the next one, it looks like we have pollution to deal with. So maybe a lot of cleanup to do. But that will do it for me in this episode, everyone. Next time we head to another zoo. But that will do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next Planet Zoo Career Mode video. Take care.